This is a short recording to demonstrate the case plan and service contacts and intake assessments that can be customized. So in the case here, we've logged in as Emily Wattle. We're going to click on My Clients, open the psychology program, and for Ethan here, we're going to complete a case plan. We've right-clicked on Ethan's name here, and we've got here the Yadabar case plan, which we've developed for Jeroen and the Yadabar team. Yadabar word actually means get better. All the content here is completely customized and developed at Jeroen's request. We can help with data requirements as needed. So the first question here, we want to know whether the GP is internal or external. In the case here, we're just going to choose internal, and we get to choose someone from the practice. So we'll choose Sandra, for example. If you'd chosen external, the possibilities are endless, and we've given you a free text box. So depending on the choice here, you get to choose drop downs or plain text, and adding some details of other teams involved. So let's go NDS, ITC, psychiatry, AOD, and external agencies. Let's add some in there. Let's go Salvos, Centrelink, and DCJ. In this case here, Jeroen's asked for a genogram. At this stage, we only support plain text. So we're going to add one here, Sarah, and it just has some characters represent the family tree. And we'll add here son. Okay, and any other notes that are important for the caseworkers to know about. So call sister if unreachable. Okay, now one of the main features of the case plan is to have goals for the clients to achieve. And so in case here, we're going to say stable housing and action tasks. Link in with Aboriginal housing, and Ethan to make that contact, and we'll put the goal status. This stage is not started, and goal 2, improve well-being, and action and task, psychology, responsibility, GP for mental health care plan, and goal status we'll put down again as not started. This is our initial case plan. We'll leave goal 3 blank for now, and we need the client's agreement. So what's the content of this data collection? So we've offered, Jeroen's requested either verbal. In the case here, you've got the option to choose yes or no, or if you wanted to have it written, we've asked that Jeroen pass the tablet across to the client. The client needs to type in the word I agree. And once you click away from that box, then agreement status recorded there, and then we can actually press save and awaiting review. You'll see down the bottom here there's a form summary. The contents of this is utterly customizable to any of your requirements. Save that form. The form is now saved. And so if we go back into Ethan's file, we go into timeline, and then all of his collected data, we can see we've got our case plan here. If you hover over it, you'll see here it's got the coordinator, Emily Wattle, and review date on that date. And that little hover contents was taken from that form summary at the very bottom there. So we can go back into this here, and we can go back in. Let's say we've completed a case review. We can now say, okay, Ethan has actually completed the housing work, and he started work with the psychologist, and we can put here save and review is completed. Now let's say that we've progressed further with Ethan. We can go back in here again and scroll back down to goal 1. He's already completed. Goal 2, he's finished with the psychologist. He's feeling much better. Put down completed. And then we can either save and close off the case plan because it's completed, or we can save it as another review required later on. So we'll press save and leave it as review. Each of those steps is a iteration in the workflow, and every step can be reported on. So now we're going to move on to talking about a episode and a service contact, and these are infinitely customizable according to your data collection requirements. We're going to work still on Ethan again. So back to the My Clients page. Actually, we'll do it differently now. We'll go back to, say, Program Dashboard. We'll expand out the Wellbeing team here, expand out Psychology, and we'll try and find Ethan here. Here they are. Okay, so you can also access the same tools from the right-click menu on here. And we're going to do a year-end DG intake assessment. DG is the Dangang Guji Gang team, which is mums and bubs. So this contents of this form is customized according to year-end requirements here. So we're going to open up and start a new intake for Ethan. Keeping in mind that this intake is designed for females at this stage. So we're going to sort of bluff our way through some of the answers here. Okay, so we'll go through this, and you'll see here we've got this principal focus. So your episodes may have different reasons. So if you want to do psychology or AOD or other styles of care, all the content here is utterly customizable according to the types of care you provide your clients. So let's just say we're going to provide family support. We'll leave that data as it is. We'll make it an internal client. Again, we'll choose internal GP here. Some of the content and prompts here are actually the same as the PMHC MDS, which allows some data consistency and data analysis across your organization. So the more consistent you can make the data collection tools, at least in some of the elements there, the more usable the platform is across your entire organization. So we're going to get YEPs, consent to anonymized data. Pick a boarding house is our accommodation, labour force status, we'll put unemployed, and we'll go compensation payouts, no, NDS, widowed, yes. I'm going through here quite fast just to showing you the possibilities for these data collection tools are actually generally infinite, and there's no limit to what options you have and the number of questions you ask. Because it's a mums and bubs team, they'll often be involved in vulnerable families, hence the note about DCJ. Down here, let's just say, for example, right now we've actually not got an answer to pregnant. We'll choose yes. And then you're prompted with a lot of the pregnancy questions here. Versus if you chose pregnant no, then you're not going to be flagged for those questions. So we'll choose no because it's a bloke. Domestic violence section flagged, and access to external services. I'll go to housing, for example, here, and then save and submit. Now we've actually we've now completed the intake assessment, which has now opened the episode up. Now every time that one of your workers wants to do care for Ethan under that episode of care, the very simple method of doing it is open the client up, click on a service contact. And in the case of the year-end DG episodes, we allow you to have parallel episodes open. In this case here, there's only one option because we just opened one. And let's go into a service contact. So service contact type, again, all these options are completely customized to what year-end wanted. I'm going to choose some random answers here. Now, answering this question allows you to collect some really awesome statistics on what your did not attend rate is for your service. We'll do face-to-face, and we'll do client home. We'll say it's for 35 minutes. And this option here allows you to close the episode off or leave it open. We're going to let's close the episode off. So no further services are planned. Completion episode closed, streaming concluded. Again, these options are also mirrored from the PMHC MDS, again allowing for that data consistency across multiple different teams. Now we've also added this in, so for the DG team to collect some information about the well-being stats. So we'll go to episode N, there's a reason why, and we'll choose the K5 tool, for example. And depending on which tool you choose, that'll pop up here as the active tab for you. Again, this is all customizable, and we can allow you to collect multiple tools at once rather than just choosing one or the other. In the case of K5, let's go through and complete that. Good, and that's now we've completed our K5 score. And now, Ethan now has completed an episode. What happens now, if you try and complete a service contact for him, you'll see that it won't let you because you just close the episode. There's not an actual open episode. And this allows you to actually contain the work that you complete for your clients. Every single item and step that you've seen today is customizable according to any of your data requirements, and so we can give some guidance around how that all works. I hope this has been helpful.